All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you a little bit earlier than usual while the markets are still closed. But
all right, morning everyone. Welcome.
My bad. Let's go straight to the charts. What a crazy day yesterday. Oh, why is it not allowing me to share? I hate when Zoom does that. Why does it do that? I want to share an application. I don't want to share my entire monitor. Give me a second. Close some stuff. Shoot. All right, screw it. Okay. Now I can share the entire monitor. It's really weird. Good. All right. So let's look at the charts. This video will be on the shorter side. Too many things to do today. So here's the weekly chart. And once again, the weekly chart has not changed. It's exactly the same as it was yesterday. When I was doing this video yesterday, this was a nasty red candle near the bottom of the week's low, down at around $37,500. And I'm saying the same thing today as I said yesterday. There is a slightly better bullish case for the weekly chart than the bearish case. We are above two of my moving averages. My moving averages on the weekly chart are 7, 20, and 50. We are above the short term and the long term, even though the real long term is 200 week, but there's really no need to use that right now. We are below the intermediate term and we are below the Lucid SAR. But next week, we got a shot at breaking the Lucid SAR, and that's one more element that now adds to the bullish side of the market versus the bearish side of the market. One of the moving averages is declining while the other two are rising. The MRI is, of course, bullish on the current swing. So the bulls are slightly favored with very serious resistance happening at around $43,000, $44,000. The daily chart continues to be the main area at the moment. The daily chart is usually the main focus. Sometimes the weekly steals the show, but it's usually the daily. Now, yesterday, when I was streaming right at the lows, I was still pretty damn confident that we were going to imminently reverse back to the upside, and reverse we did. The candle ended up closing above 41,000. Oh, sorry, just below 41,000. And we hit almost 42. No, we hit 41,400. So halfway towards 42. Now, 42 is, of course, our prior swing high, 42.5 to be exact. So let's see if we can get there sometime soon. Of course, because of the monster move that we had yesterday, yesterday's monster move is comparable. This was a $4,000 move for 10%. It is comparable to the move that kicked off the market, which was higher by percentage terms, slightly higher, less in nominal terms. Then we had one more candle where in the middle of the day, we went up $5,000 for 15K for 15%, but then pulled all the way back down. And then we had one more large candle. Oh, didn't mean to move that. And then we had one more, large candle where it, I guess, on the middle of the day swing was for 3,000. I think this was as important of a bullish move as any other candle in the sequence other than the very first candle. Other than this candle, yesterday's reversal is the most important bullish indicator since late July. And this is just as important as that. I don't think it's going to lead to, 10 days of straight upside for like a 25-30% move to the upside, but it should certainly lead into this area of resistance. I believe we are ready to challenge and break the 128-day moving average. Maybe not on the first hit. We may double top a little bit, pull back down to about 40, and then break it on the next try, and then run into resistance at the 200-day at approximately 45K. I am still pretty damn bullish right here. Today's candle has not started all that strong, but I still think today will be one more green day. If not, then it would probably close above 40K. And then tomorrow, I'm anticipating a close above 41K. Sometime this week, I am expecting a close above 41K. And then sometime by early next week, I am expecting a challenge of the new swing highs. Short-term chart is consolidating. This is the 1-hour chart. It's just consolidating. I think it's getting ready for one more leg higher. The 4-hour chart is also consolidating. I think it's getting ready for one more leg higher. GBTC premium pulled back a little bit. This probably has to do with some of the selling of the latest lockdown of the latest lockup period ending approximately 6 months ago. That was bought 6 months ago. That ended about a week ago. And that's it. After this, there should be no more lockup periods ending because Grayscale has not bought any new Bitcoin into the trust in the last 6 months. So this is it. So once this last round of selling takes place, I know some of the other people that whose lockup period ended earlier are probably selling as well. But eventually, GBTC will become a net buyer of Bitcoin instead of a net seller of GBTC. Bitcoin dominance is not interesting. Gold is not interesting at the moment. I would stay away from it. Oil is not that interesting at the moment either. I would wait for the breakout of the prior swing high. S&P 500, the daily chart just gave you a green star candle and it's bullish, but it's a total contradiction with the weekly chart, which is on an MRI sell. But today's Friday. So it's similar to the last candle right here. This is so far, this was Thursday. This is the weekly candle. Today's Friday. Today's market hasn't opened yet. We are starting off in the futures market fairly bullish. I would be a little bit careful holding bullish into the weekend. I was looking at the monthly chart yesterday and I was wondering why there wasn't an MRI top because I thought I was looking at the weekly chart, but it was the monthly chart. The monthly chart still has several months to go to the upside. So what does that mean for my views? Well, my views are I am expecting a 1 to 4 candle correction. So a 1 to 4 week correction, maybe a consolidation, something similar to what happened back in May. And then one more push to the upside. But the daily is bullish. So you're in a little bit of a conflict. I would lean bullish for the next few months on the S&P 500, but I would just be a little bit careful going into the weekend. And that's about it. The Ethereum thing, let's see what's going on. That is a very nasty reversal candle on Ethereum. Let's see if the price of Ethereum versus Bitcoin gets back into the triangle. Tone, do you think the new bill will affect the price if passed? I don't think so. Look, we talked about the bill in our last news show. Bitcoin Mechanic and I were on slightly opposite sides of the debate, and Jimmy was in the middle. So Bitcoin Mechanic said that, you know what, bring the bill. Like Bitcoin was designed to remove government's control of money. So if this bill, as it stands, without changes to the bill, kills Bitcoin, then Bitcoin was too fragile to survive, kind of like Nassim Taleb. Okay, so bring it on. That's his view. My view is I would like to see the bill's language be altered to something like, what is it, Toomey and Cynthia Loomis and one more guy in that provision, removing third parties and, people that really have no idea what you're holding from reporting what you're holding somehow to the government agencies. I would like to have that wording removed. I don't want to look at Ethereum. Let's get away from this chart. So Jimmy was in the middle. But look, if no changes to the bill are made and the bill passes as is, I still believe Bitcoin will topple governments and their ability to use money. I don't care. Okay, if this bill kills Bitcoin, I've wasted 7 years of my life. Period. That's it. So I don't really care. Okay. Hope that clears up my views on the bill. Hey guys, so I have a little bit of news on Understanding Bitcoin conference. We managed the regulatory side, but unfortunately, it involves changing the date to 1 week earlier. So hopefully, this event has not yet gone on sale. Hopefully, not too many people have already bought their flights. And at the moment, flights can probably be changed without any penalties. This website will update this weekend. The dates will be the 14th and 15th of 2021. The location will be in the Palm, and I will put this on sale this weekend. Okay, I need to inform the speakers that the dates have changed, and hopefully all of them can still make it to the new date. We are still very concerned about COVID regulations, but as far as I know, the UAE is not going to mandate vaccine passports, especially since it's Expo year that they've already delayed. So just keep in mind that this date will change, unfortunately, to 1 weekend earlier. It gets it a little further away from the financial summit, those that were looking to attend both of them. But Dubai is in a bad place to stick around. So hopefully people still will. All right. On that note, I'm going to get going. Thank you all so much for watching. You can check out my calendar. Well, this is the MRI. If you're interested in purchasing the MRI indicator, products and services, MRI, there are on-demand videos. This is your basic trading education before you start using the MRI. Either learn it somewhere because the MRI is an advanced indicator. There's a free section right there, Learn Trading. And don't forget to check out my calendar so you can see where I'm traveling. I will be in Mexico as of the 9th or 10th for the Bitcoin Standard Conference, attending Giacomo's workshop before that. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. See you all on the next one. This is my crazy schedule for Dubai, and this conference is going to be moved over here because the WOW Summit is able to provide us the space for the event, but the event will be smaller. It will be limited to 100 ticket sales. So it's more like an awesome, incredible 2-day meetup that will also teach you how to use wallets and how to set up Lightning nodes and hopefully how to set up a full node as well, if we can squeeze that into 2 days. Okay, so that's the plan. We will be in the same venue as one of these events. I was not able to do it as a standalone. I had to merge it with something. And the WOW Summit were able to help us out because they have the regulatory structure for the event. All right. So keep an eye on the website this weekend and it'll all be there. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all.